Take two. All right, Mike and Jessica, this is how you feed the fish. When the blue light's on, it comes on twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening. That's when need to be fed, but if you miss a feeding or whatever, you can just feed them whenever time. You see, he's really excited right now to get fed because he'll let you touch him. But anyway, so you open down here, there'll be a cup. Put a little bit of water in that. Then you walk over to the lovely freezer. Freezer, fish food. They eat these guys. These are all the same. So just grab one of these, and if you're only feeding them once a day, feed them 2 cubes. If you're feeding them twice a day, just 1 cube each time. You just pop it out like an ice cube. Make sure that the plastic doesn't fall in there. And then also there's some krill in here. It's going to be in this. And you don't open it. Very simple to open, but it's gonna look like this. And you just break it open. It's all one solid piece, but just break open enough for a little bit. I'll show you how much. So you just break off like a little corner, whatever. Pop it in there. And then you let that go for like 5 minutes to defreeze. And then after 5 minutes, you kind of give it a stir, and you can tell that that thing's like an ice cube. And you don't want it to be an ice cube because you'll freeze my fish's stomachs and I will kill you. So while this is doing that, come over here. And we have the pellets. And the pellets, you kind of want to put more on this side. These guys really like the pellets, the clownfish. So just a couple pinches should do it. Kind of spread it out. And I don't know if you saw how much that was. That was like 3 little pinches. Well, I don't think they're going to count how many are in there and then count on me after. But anyway, so they'll be going for it. Those are sinking pellets, so they'll get them eventually. And then for the flakes, because Mr. One Eye here has a hard time zeroing in on them, you just take a couple pinches of that.
That's enough. That's way too much.
That's not way too much. That is enough.
This is way too much.
Okay. And then now you'll see him go for those because he can see them better. And then you're going to feed Mr. Scar kind of last because these guys will eat his food and he gets pissed. So for the ghost shrimp, they're going to be down here.
This is way too much flakes.
About 2 ghost shrimp every time you feed them. He'll eat as many as you put in there, so don't just put a bunch in there. But make sure that he grabs them and not one of the other fish. So there's a bunch of them in here right now, and we'll leave you the number for the guys, and you might have to go pick up some more, and we'll leave you some money. But kind of cover it up so they don't jump out, and he'll get really excited. And then you kind of flip it like that, and you see one just ran out over there, and he's kind of dumb, and he didn't see it. So that was one. And that is him getting one. So just make sure that he at least gets one, and then he'll kind of hunt down the other ones later. But once he eats one, that's good if you're feeding him twice a day. If you're feeding him once a day, try to make sure that he at least eats 2, or he gets really grumpy. And then make sure you drop shit on the floor, because Susan loves it.
Don't do that.
That might be too much flakes. Then come back over. You stir it up, and you can tell that it's not like a solid piece anymore. And then you kind of try to dump it starting there and they're just going this way. And then that way the clownfish, because they don't really leave that corner, will get it. And they'll kind of all go to town. And then just put it back. And then just try not to overfeed them. Like I might have a little bit with the flakes because it'll just dirty up the tank. But that is feeding fish 101. And you're good. And twice a day. So I think the light comes on around 10 o'clock. The first blue light. And it comes on around 4 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So between 10 and noon and 4 and 6 is when they need to be fed. But if you can't be here till like noon and that's the only time you can feed them, that's fine. Just make sure that they get fed every day.
If you feed them too much on one time, then don't feed them as much the next time.
Yes. And then we got the Aquarium Depot card, which we'll put on the fridge. It's the place that does all of our fish stuff. And I think I left it in the car.
We will put it on the fridge or with the package so you can figure it out.
Yeah, and give them a call if anything's like if the fish dies or something, give them a call because you're probably going to need to replace it immediately. And if you run out of ghost shrimp, they'll give you directions or you can get directions to go there and we'll leave you some money for that. Because you can only we get about 50 at a time because if you keep too much in there, they just die off. And you can put dead ghost shrimp in there because the other fish will eat it. So if you notice them floating around, they will do that. And then these are our happy fish because they're being fed. And they kind of just do that. And thanks again. And this is a toaster oven, don't use it. We might actually put this away somewhere.
Unauthorized.
Unauthorized use, not okay. And then, other than that, just have fun.
Bye.
Bye.